Welcome. Mind over matter, a battle against our biases. My Friday story number 374. In a world where the complexities of human thought are both a marvel and a mystery, the phrase mind over matter takes on a profound significance. I recently started getting migraine headaches again after not having had them for many years. I get the classic version with partial vision and what is known as the aura. What's especially debilitating about this brand of migraine is that a barrage of symptoms and disturbances occurs about a half an hour before the headache actually starts. To give you an idea, you might experience all or some of these symptoms as they are relentless. A bright flash of light, a sharp smell, a loud noise, and even a harsh taste can trigger a migraine. You first get a visual flickering in the corner of your vision. It is usually geometrical shapes that grow larger and larger in your peripheral vision. While this has started, the fingers on your one hand may start to become numb. Your tongue soon follows, seriously impeding your speech. As these disturbances grow more vigorous, you begin to feel weak and tired. All of this is happening without any sign of a headache. The only remedy at this stage of the migraine and anywhere is to find a dimly lit room to rest your eyes and sit still or lie down. The headache eventually makes its appearance, but usually by now you're so weakened the headache is a mere sideshow. Let me not downplay the headache because it is an industrial strength version that takes no prisoners. The entire episode from the start of the aura till you resurface and can function again can take anywhere from 3 hours to 3 days. I continued getting the migraines, but something troubled me. You would understand because they are so debilitating and intrusive, I try to avoid them like the plague. However, I have an inkling that my deep desire to keep them away is like a signal to my brain to invite the migraine in. A mind over matter. Now, I know you might think I'm being a little crazy here, but I'm aware of how the brain can lie to us, and this got me thinking about the brain's deceptions. Our brains, those 1.5 kilos of gelatinous wonder, have been the subject of countless studies, revealing both their brilliance and their betrayal. Yet, as advanced as we have become in understanding how the brain works, one truth remains undeniable. Our minds can be our greatest ally, and it can be the most cunning adversary. The biases that shape our lives. Among the brain's many quirks are its biases. Those unconscious shortcuts that influence how we perceive, judge, and react. Our biases can help us make quick decisions that often lead us astray. Here are 3 of the most common biases and how they challenge the idea of mind over matter. Confirmation bias. This is our tendency to seek out information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs while ignoring evidence to the contrary. You can imagine someone convinced that a particular political party is always right. What happens is they'll consume news that supports their stance, dismissing opposing viewpoints as biased or false. Overcoming this bias requires humility and a willingness to question our own assumptions. Number 2, negativity bias. Our brains are hardwired to focus on the negative. It's an evolutionary trait that once kept us alert for danger, but in modern times it can overshadow the good in our lives. A single critical comment can outweigh a dozen compliments, leaving us fixated on flaws rather than the strengths. Cultivating gratitude and practicing mindfulness can help counteract this bias. Number 3, the halo effect. This bias causes us to let a positive impression of in one area influence our judgment in others. For example, we might assume that an attractive person is also intelligent or kind, even without having any evidence. Recognizing this bias can help us evaluate people in similar situations more fairly. This brought me to thinking the pendulum of human nature. In recent years, the pendulum of societal norms seems to be swinging wildly. Racism, sexism, and ageism have gained renewed vigor in some corners of the world. It's as if humanity has embraced its biases, cloaking them in the guise of it's my individual rights or it's my truth. What is this? What if this is our moment to challenge these biases head on? What if we are called to be the voice of reason in a world that often seems to have lost its way? Overcoming bias begins with acknowledgement. It's uncomfortable to admit that our brains, for all their brilliance, can lead us astray. Yet recognizing this truth is the first step towards change. It's a journey of humility, grace, and resilience, a testament to the power of mind over matter. Trust in the plan. How many of us today need to choose kindness, fairness, and love for that balance to shift? Maybe the answer lies in embracing our imperfections, acknowledging our biases, and striving to be better. One thought, one action, one person, one day at a time. Have a wonderful weekend and remember to be generous. Thank you. Bye.